Did he say? That's right. He's exactly right. Yeah, they had to whip off me really quick, or they would have ruined it. But yeah.
So my question for you is, if you had the opportunity to act with anybody, and I know that you have such an amazing family with leverage, and I know that David and you are still very good friends, and Kane and Riley, and
Boreanaz?
Yes.
Me and David aren't that close anymore.
Sorry.
Yeah. But you're right. You're correct about everybody else.
And I know that you're very close with your librarian family. If there was one actor, that white whale out there, that you would love to have the opportunity to act with, would you tell us who it is?
I would, and I'll tell you number two first. I'd love to, I mean, obviously, everyone that's worth their salt would love to work with Meryl Streep. It would just be amazing to see her process and see her work. Because that's, not only did you get to say you worked with Meryl Streep, but you get to say, it's literally going to school. That would be my acting class. That's my acting class, is watching Larroquette and watching, the way Angelina Jolie moved and the way her process worked and stuff like that when I worked with her. But it's like, so I'd love to work with Meryl Streep. Number one, it's easy, Anthony Hopkins. I would just love to work with Anthony Hopkins. Yeah. I'll tell you a story, since we were talking about Band of Brothers. I walked into Band of Brothers, and I had to speak with a Cajun accent, and, my mom was from New Orleans, so I had it kind of down, ooh, that gumbo down there, I tell you what, boy, and I walked in with that whole mindset, and I sit there, and they go, okay, I said, okay, who am I reading with? And he was like, you're reading with him, and I'm like, all right, so I sit down, there's about 20 people in the room, and this was really the final thing, and I walked out, and he said, and I looked up, and I started saying, I can't remember what the scene was, but it was like, oh, this and that, come on down out where I'm from, and and I looked up, and I was like, and I just stopped, and I took my paper, and I slammed it on the ground, and they're like, are you all right? And I was like, and I literally said, I go, you gotta warn a motherfucker if he's reading with Tom Hanks. Tom was in the middle of growing his beard for Castaway. Oh my gosh. And I didn't see it until I looked up in his eyes. I was like, you'd be reading with this guy, and I'm like, dude, grab this guy off the street? I just didn't see it. And when I looked up and finally looked into his eyes, I was Tom Hanks, and I just went, oh my gosh. Yeah, and so he goes, so we got done reading, he goes, you're amazing. He goes, what are you doing right now? And I said, I'm on Angel. And he goes, are you Angel? And I was like, no. He goes, all right. He goes, get the fuck out of my office before I start not liking you. And I was like, and when all of it went down, actually Tom called me at home, and so that was when I didn't do Band of Brothers, and he called me at home. So then I got to work for him again with Spielberg and Into the West, and so it was great.
Yeah, very nice. Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hi.
I was just wondering if you could give us a little insight into your newest movie, Terror of Halloween.
Terror of Halloween? Is that what it's called now?
Terror Halloween. Trickster.
Trickster. Is this called Trickster?
Is it Trickster? Last one I saw was Terror of Halloween.
It changes like weekly.